Gangster Squad. Now, Gangster Squad follows 5 cops who want to take back their city from a mob kingpin, so they take the law into their own hands. Now, one thing I gotta say about this movie is that it had an excellent trailer, and I definitely wanted to see it when it was supposed to come out in September. Now, it didn't come out in September because they did a Colorado scene, so they pushed it back to now. And like I said before, it had a good trailer, and it proved that anybody can make a good trailer. And what I gotta say about this movie, it didn't live up to what the trailer expected, for me at least. Now, Gangster Squad has a good cast. It has Josh Brolin, Sean Penn, Ryan Gosling, Gina Ribisi, Anthony Mackie, Michael Pena, and Emma Stone. Now, when you think of a cast like that, you think of a good Oscar performance cast or Oscar-worthy performance in the movie, and you didn't really get it. Now, in the trailer, you saw Sean Penn, and Sean Penn, for me, I thought personally that he was gonna knock it out the park when it comes to playing Mickey Cohen. Now, from the trailer, he looked like he's gonna be great. Not to say he gave a horrible performance, he just gave a good performance. And from the trailer, you wanted a great performance, and you didn't get it in this movie. Now, like I said before, you got Josh Brolin and Ryan Gosling. Now, they were supposed to be a tandem in the movie, but it didn't really show that. I thought that the relationship was kind of surface. It's kind of like superficial. I didn't really feel that they really had chemistry on screen. Now, well, for me, I thought that the opening action scene for this movie was good, and the ending action scene for this movie was great. For me, my problem with the movie is that between those two scenes, the meat of the story was not there. I felt that they didn't give a lot of backstory to none of the characters. I mean, I know it's a group character, you have a good solid cast, but the only time they actually did a backstory on the characters was one other person who had a family, and that was actually it. And the way they put the team together, I felt it was rushed and forced, where it didn't feel like it was well thought out or well placed. Now, like I said before, you got a good solid cast. Now, all of them are not A+ actors, but they're all solid cast. So when you have that going for you, you can really draw out some of the characters that you have, because they can handle that performance or handle their job when it comes to that. But in this movie, you didn't get that. My problem with the movie was the middle of the story, where I felt that the editing was kind of choppy, where they jumped one place to or another. It didn't feel like it was structured the way it should have been. It felt like it was too many pieces to the puzzle missing. It could have been a lot better to make this movie actually great than what it was. Because like you said, when you have a great cast or a good solid cast, you expect a lot more. If you have great actors or solid actors, you don't have to worry about how they can handle their roles, because they're good at doing that. So if you have a good cast, they can push those characters out. And I didn't see good character development in it. I know it's a group team movie, but you could have really drawn it out a little more than what it actually was. The one thing I did like about the movie is the fact that the look of the 40s. Ruben Fletcher did a good job in actually doing that, because the tone really looked like the 40s. And I thought that he did a good job with that. But I felt that sometimes the scenes were all over the place at times. I thought it wasn't really structured the way it could have been. So for me, Gangster Squad in the World for me was disappointed, because I expected a lot more from the story and from some of the cast members. Because when you got Sean Penn, from the trailers, it looked good. It looked like he's going to give an Oscar-worthy performance. But for me, not to say he did a bad job, he did a good job. But for me, I expected him to be a lot greater in his performance. I thought he was okay. So for me, I give Gangster Squad 3 out of 5 stars. So if you like this review, please rate, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, Movie Nation.